Takulandirani ku AMTV Malawi kuchimake kwa nkhani zenizeni. Ngati nkhani imeneyo kuno kulibe, dziwani kuti nkhani imeneyo ndi yabodza.
Business, laying at the table of statutory reports, the Honorable Minister of Finance to lay at the table 2025 annual report for the National Planning Commission.
Honorable Minister responsible for Finance.
Madam Second Deputy Speaker, I beg to present the papers standing on my name under item 3B1 of the order paper. I beg to move.
Sergeant at Arms. Honorable, you wish to speak to your papers?
No, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, I would like the report to be referred to the relevant committee, Committee of Budget and Finance.
Thank you so much, Honorable. The papers will be referred to Budget Committee. Thank you.
Let me just read it. Government business, laying at the table of statutory reports. 2, the Honorable Minister of Justice to lay at the table the following reports by the Malawi Human Rights Commission: investigation report on torture and adult malnutrition at Mikuyu 1 prison, access to information implementation progress report 2024-2025, and report on the public inquiry into challenges contributing to the inefficiency and ineffectiveness of judicial institutions in limiting access to justice in Malawi.
Honorable Minister for Justice, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Madam. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, Madam, I beg to present the papers standing on my name under item 3B, 2A, B, and C of the order paper. I beg to move.
Sergeant at Arms.
Thank you, Honourable Minister.
Honorable Minister of Justice.
No, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, I request that the reports be referred to the relevant committee of the House, namely the Legal Affairs Committee of Parliament. Thank you, Madam. I beg to move.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister for Justice. The papers will be referred to Legal Affairs Committee. Thank you. Leader of the House.
Second Deputy Speaker, I beg to move that the order paper be varied in order for us to revert back to government business item A, mid-year budget review motion. I beg to move.
Honorable members, there is a motion on the floor. The motion is that we vary our order paper in order to allow the House to continue with debate on the mid-year budget review. Those of the opinion say aye. Those of the contrary say no. The ayes have it. The motion is carried.
Government business, A, mid-year budget review motion, that this House do consider the mid-year review of the performance of the budget for the 2025-2026 financial year as moved by the Honorable Minister of Finance, Economic Planning and Decentralization on Friday, 21st November 2025, continuation of general debate.
I see Honorable Member for Zomba Ntonya and Mulanje West. In that order, please.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, for recognizing people of Zomba Ntonya. Indeed, it has been quite a journey for me to get this opportunity. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, before I start my maiden speech, let me congratulate you on behalf of people of Zomba Ntonya constituency for being, for occupying that high office of the National Assembly. May God guide you as you discharge noble duties for your office. Madam Speaker, allow me also to extend my heartfelt congratulations to all honorable ministers and deputy ministers who have been appointed to serve in the current administration. Indeed, as have been already observed by my fellow members in this August House, the composition of this cabinet truly reflects a national character with representation from across the country. And this inclusivity demonstrates a firm commitment to unity and balanced national development. Furthermore, Madam Speaker, allow me to congratulate His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, the President of the Republic of Malawi, for delivering the 2025 National Address. The address provides clear direction for our nation, progress, and renewed our shared commitment to building prosperous Malawi. And I would like to assure the President that all young Kulukutamoyo juniors on the government side, Mr. President, we got this. We got this, and we'll make you proud to make sure that your vision has been delivered. Madam Speaker, allow me to pay a special tribute to the people of Zomba Ntonya constituency for electing me to represent them in this August House, especially my TA Chikowi, Sub-TA Chimbalanga, all group village heads, local committees, faith leaders, people from Blair Ward, and people from Ulumba Ward. In a very, very special way, my beautiful wife, Gertrude Mwanankazi Watibula Kwambiri. Gertrude Watibula Kwambiri. I thank you all sincerely for your trust and confidence, overwhelming support. This victory is not mine alone. It belongs to all of us. It belongs to every farmer in Zomba Ntonya. It belongs to every mother in the constituency, all the youth in Zomba constituency. This victory belongs to you. Madam Speaker, following the national address, I wish to commend the abolishment of school fees. As the member of the Parliament for Zomba Ntonya constituency, I fully support the removal of this topic. I fully support the act because it removes the major barriers to education, allowing every child in our constituency to access the learning regardless of their family financial situation. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, for years, many children have dropped out and struggled due to the cost of school fees requirements. And this reform will empower our children and youth to realize their full potential. However, I would like to also consider the construction of additional school blocks across my constituency, but starting from Chanda Primary School and Natupi Primary School. These two schools already they have been affected by storms. I humbly request the construction of these schools as we are celebrating the mid-year budget. I also humbly request on the same line to ask the line minister, the Minister of Education, to also consider constructing a new community-based secondary school, especially in Group Village Head in Mbembesha, and also constructing a new primary school, especially in at Nancy Chipanda Village. This junior primary school will really help my brothers up there on the mountain to be able to access the education. Madam Deputy Speaker, on issue of 5 billion, indeed, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, this is a landmark. This is something which will enable us, all the members in this August House, to be able to do the job on the ground, to be able to deliver our promises, which we shared to our beloved people in our constituencies. For us, this 5 billion will enable us to be able to build or to construct a bridge at Chimvu River. And on the same, in addition to that, this money will also be able to help us to construct or renovate the bridge at Tondwe River. This river connects two sides of the constituencies. The constituency of my brother there from Zomba Chikomwe and my constituency. And it will also allow us in Zomba constituency to be able to access the clinic, which is Mayaka Clinic currently. And also, this 5 billion will enable us to upgrade the Chanda dispensary. I shared this on our last questions. This will really help us to be able to upgrade the Chanda Clinic to a full health center. And also, it will help us also to upgrade the Lamburia Health Center. Indeed, it's already in progress, it's still in operation, but there's need to construct more staff houses and also extend more wards and, of course, additional maternity ward to this facility. Let me also acknowledge the government for allocating the 200 million to the youth and women in our constituency. The funds will drive programs that will empower our youth and women to boost safe reliance and stimulate sustainable development. In particular, women, for Zomba and Tonya, play a key role in feeding Zomba town through their small businesses. These funds will further stimulate and strengthen such entrepreneurial activities. And this is something which is very acknowledged, and we're very proud for that. Thank you for allocating this money to our constituencies. Madam Speaker, allow me also to take right on the opportunity to raise the matter of great concern for my constituency. Madam Speaker, Zomba and Tonya has suffered severe from adverse weather conditions and food shortages. As I speak in this August House, a storm has already affected over 50 houses in my constituency, mainly in Group Village Head Kuchirimba.
Honorable Minister for Justice, order.
Thank you. Especially in Group Village Head Kuchirimba, Jalifu, and Mwembere. And I'm very excited that the Honorable Minister of Agriculture she's already considering in supporting these families as we are talking right now. Thank you for considering that. Additionally, Madam Deputy Speaker, on issue of AIP, as indicated in the SONA, I would like to also acknowledge the Minister of Agriculture for allocating 3 more sites at the depot in my constituency. That is greatly appreciated in my constituency, and we really wish her well as she progresses with her work. Madam Deputy Speaker, the people of Malawi look to this House for hope, cooperation, and leadership. Let us therefore rise above the political differences and work together to build Malawi that saves every citizen, regardless of region, tribe, or political affiliation. Let's take the example of our beloved President, Professor Arthur Mutharika, as his vision aligned that we really need to change. And for us, the representatives of people of different constituencies, we really need to follow his steps. And Madam Deputy Speaker, development is a shared journey, and progress demands unity, unity of purpose, unity of leadership, and unity of service. I therefore call upon all of us in this august House to work together to build a brighter future for our constituencies, for our beloved nation, for that we have been sworn before God to change the lives of those who entrusted us this noble responsibility. I would like also to assure the Republic of Malawi that this government is really working tirelessly to make sure that it has cleared all the messes which were done in the previous government. They should not worry. All those problems will be solved. All the people, all the materials, whether monetary or whatsoever, which went missing in the government, this government is in forefront to make sure that those things have been replaced. And the people of Zomba and Tonya are supporting what the government is doing, because this is what they have voted for. They voted for change, and change is already showing on the ground. Things are happening. As we can all see that we have seen good disbursement of the AIP program. We have also seen that after few days of our concerns in issues of mains.
Consider winding up, Honorable.
Thank you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker. The President has considered us. Before, it was only about eight districts, if not 9 districts, who were supposed to receive mains, but now the President, our good President, has considered us, or every district who access the mains in our constituency. I recommend that, and we should really thank the President for considering that. With that few remarks, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, thank you for giving the opportunity to people of Zomba and Tonya. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member for Zomba and Tonya. I now give the floor to the Honorable Member for Mulanje West for 10 minutes. Before Honorable Member for Mulanje West, I hear the point of order from Zomba City North.
The North, indeed. Thank you, Second Deputy Speaker, Madam, for allowing Zomba City North to raise a point of order. Is it in order, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, that as we are deliberating on the issue of national importance, budget statement, which is about to help a lot of Malawians out there, the opposition benches are empty, Second Deputy, Madam Speaker. Is it in order, Madam Speaker?
Thank you so much, Honorable Member for Zomba City North. Indeed, even the chair has noted that we do not have the main opposition political party in the House. You may recall, Honorable, that last week I did ask whips from both sides, from the government as well as from the opposition, to give a report to the office of the Speaker on why members are not coming to the chamber as required. Every member of Parliament knows that we do start at Wednesdays at 9:30, Mondays, Tuesdays at 9:30, and Thursdays. And Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we do start either 9:30 or 2 p.m. But I have noted that members are just coming in willy-nilly anytime they want. So this is not the parliament we would want to Malawians to see. So indeed, it is not in order. So for that reason, I would ask the leader of the House to consult with the other leader of opposition and at least give us what is really happening, whether they have a caucus. The chair is not aware of that caucus. So we need them. We need the opposition in the chamber. I think I sustain that point of order.
Point of order.
Honorable member, you cannot raise a point of order on another point of order. Allow the honorable member for Mulanje West to take the floor. I will recognize you later. Thank you.
Thank you so much, the Right Honorable Second Deputy Speaker, for recognizing Mulanje West to speak. And on behalf of the people of Mulanje West, I would like to congratulate the Minister of Finance and the DPP government for presenting a sound mid-year budget in this August House. On behalf of Mulanje West, my dear brother, will congratulate you for this. However, Honorable Speaker, I rise to speak today, as I do so as a very sad Malawian, a mother, a woman, as well as a retired civil servant, to learn that the last pensioner was paid in May 2023, considering the civil servant who retired in June 2023 to this very day, their pension gratuity have not been paid. Even more distressing is that when we account for the inflation of 2023, 2024, and 2025, which at one point reached 38%, Right Honorable Speaker, their money has just significantly lost value, and there is no mechanism to compensate them for this loss. So as I command you, Honorable Minister of Finance, any austerity measures which are put in place is most welcomed by the Mulanje West people, because we will know that in that way, the allocation on the pension is going to be increased to make sure that all these pensioners are supposed to be paid. As I speak now, it might be over 190 billion arrears where we are supposed to pay for the pensioners. It's very unfortunate that opposition is not here, the MCP government, which was there as government. If the monies which they were giving 50,000 people at the State House were fully utilized, these pensioners were supposed to be paid as of today. But instead of utilizing the monies which they had during that time, and they were calling people to go to State House to be given them 50,000. This 50,000, some of the pensioners who are so frail and need support and care, and some of these pensioners, they're supposed to contribute to the development of this nation by doing business, even supporting their relations, their breadwinners, but those things are not happening because they didn't get the money. People of Mulanje West, the pensioners from Mulanje West, those who've been working, who are retired, are really suffering. Some of them, they even keep calling me to say, when you're going to Riongo, do please pick us so that we can go to the office of the Treasury so that we get our pensions, because they were not even paid. It's really very sad. So the Minister of Finance will support any measures which you are going to take, because we know that some of the retired people are going to get money and they're going to support their families. This rainy season, they're going to even to plant a lot for food for their families. They're going to build houses which are going to change the scenery of the country, even the villages at large. They're going to have a lot of money where they're going to do business to support their families, and this is what we're looking forward to increase the forex which are talking about. As people, we are going to have a number of them doing business. And I'm sure the austerity measures which are taking place, it matters less to us as long as the Nkando market is going to be constructed, as long as the Nkando-Mulomba road is going to be gravelled, as long as the Kuala-Chimbalanga-Nankuyu road is going to be gravelled. That is why we are looking for resources that we need to build and to construct some of these things. So whenever, even if you've revoked the free access, the visa-free access, to us, it matters less, because what we are looking for is the construction of these access roads to wherever these foreigners or these tourists are going to go. So when you've revoked, it doesn't mean that when you are not handsome or if you are not beautiful, then you should just allow anybody else. But you need to be very strict as well. You need to put measures as well. You need also to close up and give red lights that it's a no-go zone, as long as some of these infrastructures have been rehabilitated. And this is what we are looking forward. As long as the Tuchira Bridge is going to be finished, they will take the measures to make for the Minister of Finance that you have money for this project. It matters less to Mulanje West as long as the Tuchira Bridge is going to be finished and people are going to be accessing to this. The second Deputy Speaker, Madam, on the pay-as-you-earn, this is what I want to comment, that yes, indeed, it's because of the inheritance which you've found in government as Minister of Finance and what you've inherited. That's what making you to have all these current tax rates. But if you are to come back a little bit, especially on the beneficiaries of the previous tax brackets, and these are going to help and increase the disposable income. This disposable income is going to help the Malawians, especially the middle class, as well as those below, to have their improved livelihood, but also change their living standards, i.e. some of these are the ones whom I've referred, who are so frail that they need support, and also they need something to take home. They need something to care for their homes. They need something to be seen that they're having something in their pocket. When you have money, even if you are on the bed, the sickness changes. It seems as if it's one way of also medication when you have something in your pocket. So when you look into that, Madam, the Minister of Finance, we are going to salute you very much, because the middle as well as the below income people, they're going also to increase their take home as well as the entitles, and also the living standard is going to change. This is what I wanted to comment, especially for us, or the pay as you live, the pay as you earn, but also the pension, the retired civil servants, who are really suffering without even getting their pensions, and they're every day on the bus, on the minibuses, from Mulanje to Blantyre, Blantyre Lilongwe, Lilongwe from Zuzu to Lilongwe, just to get their pensions. Since 2023 up to now, and the 33% which I'm talking, it means now, if the one who are supposed to get 12 million, 2023 is going to get 12 million as well in 2025 or 2026. That is, he has lost value, because the 20 million of 2023 is not the same 20 million of 2025. The Right Honourable Speaker, the Right Honourable Second Speaker, as I recommend the Minister of Finance and salute him, the utility measures which is putting in place, we are, Mulanje West, we are supporting you as long as we are going to benefit and have a secondary school at Luangwa, and have a secondary school at Ngodi, and have the roads infrastructure, and have water, which are going to pump water into the tanks from Kuala, which is going to have piped water, the gravity water, from there to Timbalanga, Muhio, and Nankuyu, as well as those from Nampungo going to go to Manyumba, and the people from also Mwawihe, the people from Luangwa and Malundu, they're going to get access to clean water through the measures which are going to put and get money to develop the areas where we are coming from. The Right Honourable Speaker, as I conclude, yes, these are the monies. As also you put the utility measures, look into the monies which also some of our supporting government agencies are having. We have them, the CSOs, we have their monies, but sometimes when they bring infrastructure and resources, they no longer last longer. We had a bridge constructed last weekend, which was done by GSED. As I'm speaking now, people are not accessing to that bridge. It has collapsed. And we need also to ask that when we pass some of these bills of CDF, We need to pass some bills that we need to access and even monitor what is it our SOCs are doing with their monies and where they get it, that when they bring development in our constituencies are supposed to last longer. The bridges which they constructed, somebody was supposed to die as he was going to Chiziwe Bridge. It was constructed, but it has never been used. It collapsed. And this is the things which you are supposed to be following up. And that's why we are saying some of these monies which people are supporting, or each and every alternative measures which are putting in place, knowing that Mulanje West is going to benefit from all these. Thanks so much, the Right Honourable Speaker.
Thank you, Madam Member for Mulanje West. Greet the people from here. Honourable Member for Nchisi South, you did stand on a point of order. What has gone out of order?
Thank you so much for recognizing the people of Nchisi South on the point of order. Is it in order to generalize that all the opposition members are outside in this chamber, while some of us, we are here? We recognize the importance of debating the mid-year budget because, like some of us, me, the people of Nchisi, has asked me to come here to present their concerns from the budget. One of their concerns is on
Thank you so much, Honourable Member. A point of order is for a minute.
Thank you.
Order. Honourable members. Honourable Member, I did indicate that the main opposition political party, I know you came into the chamber as an independent, so you are not affected by my ruling. I still stand on that ruling to say the main opposition political party is not in the chamber. Thank you so much, Honourable. I now recognize the Honourable Member for, is it Cholo? Mulanje Limbuli. You have the floor, Honourable. And you have the floor for 10 minutes because you did your maiden speech already. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker. Let me just remind you that I didn't do my maiden speech. This is my maiden speech. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, let me thank you, Madam, for allowing the people of Mulanje Limbuli to have the floor. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, first and foremost, let me congratulate you and your fellow Speaker for being elected to head that high office of the Speaker. Let me also congratulate honorable members who on 16th September were duly elected into this August House. Congratulations, all honorable members. Let me express my profound gratitude to the people of Mulanje Limbuli constituency for electing me into this August House. And let me assure them that I will work up to their expectation, and I believe with the help of our good leader, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, I will deliver. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, let me congratulate His Excellency the President, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, for winning the 16th September general election with a landslide vote. This shows that Malawians have put much trust in the DPP-led government. Other parties tried to stop Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika from contesting in the 16th September general elections, but to no avail. Little did they know Malawians were already made decisions and were waiting for the 16th September to show their anger. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, the previous regime had forgotten that they took government through demonstrations and they denied the Malawians their rights to peaceful demonstrations. Now, Nkulukuta Moyo has freed us.
Madam Second Deputy Speaker, the people of Mulanje Limbuli constituents are very happy with the visionary leadership of Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika. And they have asked me on their behalf to thank the Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika for free secondary education in all government schools, free tuition fees, free school development fees, free identity cards, and free examination fees, and adequate supply of maize across the country. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, the people of Mulanje Limbuli constituency are eagerly waiting for the Local Development Fund, CDF, which is now pledged at 5 billion every year. And this money will go a long way. For who will be able to have a lot of projects in our constituency, like the Mulanje Limbuli market, which was opened before completion. And let me ask take this opportunity to ask the Ministry of Local Government to comment over the matter if it was inspected. The money will take a long way. It will assist us in repairing old boreholes and drilling new boreholes, construction of concrete bridges, upgrading earth roads for easy transportation, and putting piped water, constructing new school blocks, repairing old ones, and even constructing teachers' houses. This money will go a long way as it will assist us to construct under 5 clinics in our constituency, even constructing of recreation centers for the youth, just to mention a few. And the 100 million kwacha for the constituency youth loan, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, this money will help the youth to do business, and this will change the lives of the youth. And they are very thankful and happy, for they never had access to NIF. And they thought the NIF was for Lilongwe and the Kasia people only. And the 100 million kwacha for the women, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, due to lack of empowerment, business itself is self-empowerment. And under women empowerment, this 100 million loans that has been allocated to women to do business, the women of Mulanje Limbuli constituency are very thankful, for they have been remembered than ever before. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, the people of Mulanje Limbuli constituency are starving for food. Thanks to government for the procurement of maize for free distribution to hunger-stricken families. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, people of Mulanje Limbuli constituency are very thankful for the reintroduction of Farm Input Subsidy Program, FISIP, whereby a farmer will be paying 10,000 kwacha for a 50 kg bag of fertilizer and a 5 kg pack of seed of his or her choice. This is very tremendous. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, Mulanje Limbuli constituency was heavily affected with Cyclone Freddy in 2023. The Mloza Sugasanje Chiringa Road was completely washed away. And the road up to date is impassable. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, the people of Mulanje Limbuli constituency are thankful to the Minister of Transport and Communication through Roads Authority for providing us with a contractor. As of now, the contractor is on the ground wiring the Mloza Sugasanje Road. that will help the people to have easy access to transportation, business, and hospitalization. The road was washed away by the cyclone Fred during the Chakangawa time, and nothing was absolutely done since 2023. And there was no government response or commitment over the matter. And the people of Mulanje Limbuli constituents put a heavy trust on DPP government to resolve all the mess-ups. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, because of Cyclone Fred, Mulanje Limbuli constituency have sent me to remind you that farming land and irrigation schemes were all washed away as well. They are therefore asking the Minister of Agriculture and Food Security to come in and assist for the rehabilitations of old schemes and the constructions of new irrigation schemes for bumper harvest throughout the year. The people of Mulanje Limbuli are buying now subsidy farming inputs. Let me ask the Ministry to identify 2 more selling points in order to allow the needy to access the input so easily. Although the DPP-led government is putting much effort to assist the less privileged, vendors, agricultural field assistants, and some sales clerks, they are misusing, they are abusing the service which the government wants the poor people to receive. Let me ask the Minister of Agriculture to look into it. Because people are coming to the depot to buy fertilizer, but vendors and those agricultural field assistants, they are messing up. They are conniving with them. They are selling fertilizer to them, leaving the poor Malawians who was intended to buy with nothing. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, I would also like to thank the Professor for remembering that in our midst there are some vulnerables that are in need support, that need a social support. And the people of Mulanje Limbuli are very thankful and ready to support the government to implement the program. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, for and on behalf of the people of Mulanje Limbuli constituency, I submit.
Thank you so much, Honorable Member for Mulanje Limbuli. I now recognize Honorable Member for the Honorable Member in front of me. You are which constituency, please? Mbayani Magasa constituency.
Mbayani Musa Magasa.
Mbayani Musa Magasa constituency, you have the floor. Is this your maiden speech, Honorable?
Yes, it is.
Thank you so much. You have 15 minutes.
Thank you. First of all, let me congratulate you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, with the other 2 speakers for being elected to the positions respectively. Mbayani Musa Magasa would like to have a voice in this honorable house. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, thank you for granting the people of Mbayani Musa Magasa to have their voice heard in this honorable house. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, first and foremost, the people of Mbayani Musa Magasa constituency would like to join honorable members who have spoken before me, congratulating His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika for the deserved victory for the just ended election which took place on the 16th September 2025. It was not just like any other election, but it was the election which has liberated the. Secondly, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, I would also like to congratulate all cabinet ministers and their deputies for their deserved appointments. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, congratulations also should go to all honorable members that have made to this August House. It was not easy. It was not an easy election. It was a grueling campaign, but those that have made into this August House, the people of Mbayani Musa Magasa, say congratulations to you all. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, I would like to sincerely thank Almighty God for making it possible for me to win the election. In a special way, my dear wife Gracie, my children, Irene, Caroline, Isaac, and Ekari, and all extended family members. Indeed, I also thank my father, Justin Saligen, who was always beside me during the tough campaign period. It was not easy, it was tough. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, I will not do the right thing if the following people are not recognized. My constituency governor, Mr. Gift Piri, constituency governors and their team, they were always there for me, and they did a great job. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, in a special way also, I would like to thank my friend Davis Kankwamba, Patrick Matt Kingsley Ruan, Paul Kanzite, Martha Jintungo, Duncan Mahomedi, and all those that took place in the campaign process. They supported me financially, morally, and I felt at home. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, I would like now to comment on the statements made by His Excellency Professor Peter Mutharika and the Minister of Finance, respectively. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, a number of issues were tackled by His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika. If it were a preaching sermon or another place of worship, many would have been saved. People in my constituency, Mbayani Musa Magasa, had already made a decision that Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika must win the election. Amen. And the reality came true on the 16th September 2025. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, indeed, Malawi has been healed from the wounds inflicted in the past 5 years. It's unfortunate that I'm doing my maiden speech without the main opposition side there in the chamber. It's unfortunate. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, for the past 5 years, there was poor governance. It was the order of the day. Fear, impunity, corruption, mismanagement, lawlessness by Anyamata Azikwanje, hunger, forex shortages, no medicine in our public hospitals, fuel shortages. Let me also say in a special way, for the fuel shortages that we have been experiencing in the past few days, This is not the DPP making. It was the previous government. They swindled, they embezzled all the resources. Shame on you, shame on you. People were hopeless, and many more bad things happened in this country. I could sit and ask myself a question. Kodi Malawi akupita kuti? An obvious answer was good as mine. Mr. Second Deputy Speaker, the people of Mbayani Musa Magasa constituency say never again, never bad governance government. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, a number of issues were tackled by His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika. Likewise, the Minister of Finance in their statements. The economy. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, our economy is in bad shape as we speak. But with the able Minister of Finance, the people of Mbayani Musa Magasa know that things are being fixed and Malawi will be a better country to live in. Just imagine, we had a staggering record of inflation, 28.2%. How can a country develop like this figure? We cannot. This is a sign that our economy was being mismanaged. There was overborrowing, both local. Borrowing is not a bad thing. If the borrowing is done on consumption basis, unlike investment, then we shouldn't expect good things from that government. So it was the order of the day by the previous government. Madam Deputy Speaker, Madam, in 2020, when the DPP led government was leaving the office, the inflation was about 8.6, and the economy was growing significantly. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, no wonder people across the country overwhelmingly voted Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, because they knew that there is hope. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, APM is back, and in other ways, a return to proven leadership. Here to see, let me also, this is a fact that nobody can dispute. The economy is in the good hands of DPP and its able ministers, and the Malawians, in a special way, people of Mbayani Musa Magasa, they are there to support the activities of the DPP-led government. And in this way, I would say DPP imata kuendesa dziko. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, I know with the capable ministers and deputy ministers who are working tirelessly to fix the affairs and operations of government that were destroyed in the past 5 years. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, we must learn to live our means. Let us contain the over-expenditure disease if we are to develop as a country. On food security, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, Madam, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika has assured the nation that no one will die of hunger through the provision of food assistance to the most vulnerable Malawians. We, the people of Mbayani Musa Magasa, are happy that originally it were only 11 districts that were declared as the disaster district. But as we speak, all the 28 districts of Malawi have been declared disaster district. In other words, the free distribution of food, like maize, it also benefit the people of Mbayani Musa Magasa.
Honorable member for Musa Mbayani Magasa, please resume your seat, please. Honorable Leader of the House. the honorable member will be finishing at 17:02. So there is a need to extend the time. Thank you.
Second Deputy Speaker, I beg to move that time be extended in order for the member holding the floor to finish his contribution. I beg to move.
Honorable members, there is a motion on the floor. The motion is that time should be extended in order to allow the honorable member for Mbayani Musa Magasa to finish his contribution. Those of the opinion say aye. Those of the contrary say no. The ayes have it. The motion is carried.
Thank you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, for allowing me to proceed with my maiden speech. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, people of Mbayani will benefit from the free maize distribution. It's our hope that the Ministry of Agriculture and Disaster will also consider the people of Mbayani Musa Magasa. Let me point out that though Mbayani and Chemusa townships are close to Blantyre city, but the living standards in these two places, I'd also like to request that with the budget presented in here, Mbayani Musa Magasa be considered in a special way. People are suffering, they don't have food to put on their tables, and there are a lot of sufferings. So I believe with the budget that is to be mid-year budget, that is to be debated and approved, I know Mbayani Musa Magasa will also be considered. On farm input program subsidy FISP for 2025 and 2026, though we are in Blantyre city, but most of the households have got their small farms that is within Blantyre and somewhere else. We know with the number 1.1 million beneficiaries.
You have 2 minutes to go, Honorable. Consider winding up.
Thank you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker. We know that the people of Mbayani Musa Magasa will benefit from this year mid-review budget. We have some projects to be done with the introduction of the 5 billion CDF. We know the people of Mbayani Musa Magasa will benefit. We need a secondary school in there. We also need better marks structures. We also need roads that are within the constituency. We also need an ADMAC there. So the people of Mbayani Musa Magasa constituency will definitely benefit out of this mid-year review budget. With these few remarks, I salute the Minister of Finance for having this budget statement, which I believe each one of us will greatly benefit. Finally, I would love the 2025 to 2030 cohort. We are the change agents. We have been seeing honorable members coming into this house, debating various things. I will be a happy man to see that the problem that we have been having all along, shortage of fuel, electricity blackouts, shortage of forex. I believe with this budget, everything will be sorted out. With these remarks, I thank you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, Madam. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Member for Mbayani Musa Magasa constituency. Honorable Leader of the House.
Madam Second Deputy Speaker, first of all is to thank you for the manner in which you have managed affairs of the House this afternoon, and to also welcome you back from your foreign trip. We believed you represented us very well. Tomorrow is a private member's day, and I wanted to ask members if they would allow us, government, to continue with government business, particularly debate on the midterm budget review, because we only have 5 days. So in order to afford more members an opportunity to debate, if we could have tomorrow's day, it would be very helpful to members themselves. Obviously, in the morning, we want to take questions for oral responses by ministers. At the end of the question time, there was a question yesterday, understanding Order 69, that we also need to respond to. Thereafter, we proceed with a debate on the midterm budget statement. I would like to submit, Madam Second Deputy Speaker.
Thank you so much, Leader. Honorable members, I've got 2 announcements to make. The first one is on religious affairs. I would like to inform all Catholic MPs that at 5 p.m. at Lifestyle Hotel opposite Area 12 today, there will be a mass. So honorable Catholic MPs are invited to attend the mass. The second announcement is on sports affairs. The Honorable Deputy Team Manager, Honorable Member for Blantyre Malabada, is informing the Honorable MPs that tomorrow at 6 p.m. at Bingu National Stadium, members of Parliament will face CCM social football team. So members of Parliament are encouraged to participate. Honorable members, I now adjourn the House to Thursday, 27th November 2025 at 9:30 a.m. House adjourned.
Osaiwala kupanga subscribe ku channel ya AMTV Malawi.